what's up guys? Danny here. Just wanted to get a video out today on how to store 25, 50, and 100 foot hanks of paracord. And I'll do a video later on about a rack I made and how I store my 1,000 foot rolls of paracord or hanks. First off, I want to give a shout out, or just a shout out to his page, Mr. Coop on Facebook. Mr. Coop 1967 has a Facebook page called Mr. Coop's Place. And one of the things I'm going to talk about in this video, there's a guy on there, I believe his name is Dana, who used rolls like this, which I was going to do. I have a bunch of these sitting around, smaller ones, and this one has wire on it. You get them, and usually they have like cord or small amounts of rope on them. And he made a cool rack out of, I think he said it was out of a clothing rack or something. But if you go by and like Mr. Coop's page there on Facebook and check out his rack, great idea for it. I was going to do this, and I thought it was an awesome idea. Then all you'd have to do is take right here, the hole in the middle, and just put a wooden dowel through there or something small enough to go through there, and then you can make a rack out of whatever, PVC or whatever you wanted to do. I had that idea, was going to do it, and started thinking about it, and I wanted to do something that everybody could get a hold of. I know a lot of people might not be able to get a hold of these rolls, so I wanted to come up with something that anyone could find and anyone could use and do and make it simple. So I started looking around and thinking, and I came up with 2-liter bottles, 2-liter plastic bottles. And anybody can get these anywhere. And 1-liter bottles, 1-liter old Pepsi bottles, and just pull the label off of them, clean it back up a little bit, and you're good to go. So it's really easy to get these and store these, and I'm going to show you a neat way to put them in anything, like a regular cardboard box is what I'm going to use for the video. But you could actually get a tote, and once we get all these set up and get the 100 foot hanks paracord put in the 2-liter bottle, they fit easy in any size box. You just have to have less bottles or more bottles depending on what you're going to do. So let me go ahead and pause this video. I'm going to get set up here at my Swample Pod, show you how I drill a hole out on the top of the 2-liter bottle and what I do to get it all set up. And then I'm going to also take a 100 foot hank of paracord, stretch it out, show you how I get all the kinks out of it, and then we'll get it set in the bottle. I'll start putting it in the bottle, show you how to do it, and then for video purposes, to save some time, we'll go ahead and I'll stop the video again and then get set up and show you how I store them. So just hang tight and I'll be right back with y'all. Thank you. Alright guys, we're back, and first I wanted to just show you, instead of taking the top of your 2-liter plastic lid here and holding it and using your drill press, which is unsafe, you could hit your finger, stuff like that, please use safety. I know a lot of y'all are going to laugh and just grab it and just do it with the drill press, that's fine. But for video purposes, I want everybody to be safe and not get hurt. So just take a pair of pliers, anything just to hold them with. I got a pair of channel locks here. I'm going to start the drill press, and if you look right here in the middle of the Pepsi bottle, there's a little dot. We're going to try to go right where that dot is. So let me get this started. We'll get this drill. I got a couple of them I'm going to drill the tops out on for a couple more bottles, and we'll be done. And I'll get you paused and get going with the rest of the video. Okay, I like to flip it over also. Just go through the hole one more time. It doesn't have to be dead center, but as close as you can get it will work, that's for sure. So that's something I want to show you, is it'll put a little, you'll see a little spur on the inside right here. I take a dull knife, and I go along and just put it in there and spin it a little bit just to get that little piece going, just so that it won't get caught up on the paracord on the inside. Or you could take a piece of sandpaper. Piece of sandpaper would work good, anything like that. So I know all y'all are laughing out there saying, yeah, this guy's really safe, but it's okay. Alright, I think we got it all pretty much out there. There we go. And just go in the front top of it here like that. Just make sure it's nice and smooth. Do that right there, nice and smooth. That one's good to go. Let me grab one more here. Grab it with a pair of channel locks. Get the little drill press going. Try to hit that little dot right in the middle. Let's see, you can wiggle it around a little bit if you wanted to get it reamed out there a little. If you look, that one didn't even get a spur on it at all. That one's perfect. So that's all we need to do. Alright, well, let me pause y'all. I'll get right back to you. I'm going to flip the old Swampopod here around, get set up, show you what we got going on. Alright, stand by. Alright guys, I'm back. Got my 100-foot Hank Paracord here. Already packages how it comes when I order them. My better half, she's a great woman. She marks them for me, which is more than I do. I just throw them all in a pile usually, but we're going to go ahead and take our 100-foot Hank's Paracord out here, or Hank Paracord out. The first thing I like to do is like to see how it's all wrapped. Try to find the center of it. Hope y'all can see this. And pull it open like this. So we've got it all. Hope y'all are seeing that. So we got it all nice and even like that. I'll take it and just put it on my hand. Find out which end it's coming from like this. I'm going to step out of frame for a minute. I'm going to start stretching this out on the floor. We're just going to stretch it all out on the floor, the whole 100-foot Hank Paracord, and then we're going to make sure it's not all kinked up. So we put it in our 2-liter bottle. We don't have a big mess. That's another thing I'll show y'all in just a second. Let me get this all stretched out. Just give me a minute, guys. Almost done, guys. Bear with me. Alright, we got it all the way stretched out. What I like to do is start at one end. Just grab it and go through my hand. And keep pulling it through my hand. Like that. Throw it to the back. Keep pulling it through. I'm trying to get all those kinks out of it. Curls out of it. If you've got a lot of room to do this, it works a little better. So you'll see here in a minute, we'll start seeing some pretty good kinks in it. So far it's spinning to the end. And something else I like to do is if you just grab it, spin it in a loop, you can see which way the curls are in the cord. Just spin it. Just keep spinning it. Keep spinning it. It'll get all these kinks out of it for you, and you'll have nothing but straight paracord then. See how it's all kinked up right there? Y'all can see how it's all kinked up? That's what we don't want. So we're trying to keep all that out. You can either sit there and spin it like that, which takes forever, or just keep spinning in a circle. Spin in a circle, counterclockwise. Keep going counterclockwise. We're just about to the end. Counterclockwise. All right, let me grab a 2-liter bottle. Get y'all set back up here a little bit. See a little better. So just take a 2-liter bottle like this. Hang on a second, let me get my Swampopod adjusted. Rookie here working. Maybe that's a little better. Get a little light on the situation here. So just take a 2-liter bottle, just start putting your paracord in it. Just shove it down in there. Sometimes it'll curl around the inside of the bottle. Sometimes it won't. I mean, it just depends. And really, it doesn't matter because this is not going to be tangled when it comes out the top. I've never had one tangle. I've been doing this for a while now. But as you get it in there, about every, I'd say 10, 15 foot, I'll show you it's going to look like it's getting bunched up in there, but we can solve that real easy, and it's really not getting bunched up. So alright, y'all see where it's starting to get all, looks like it's bunched up in there. Just take it, jiggle the bottle, jiggle it down, pull back up real quick, and it all collapses down in there, as you can see. You just keep doing this until you get your whole 100-foot Hank in there. Doesn't really take that long, only takes a few minutes. The hardest part is getting it all straightened out. That's pretty much it. So I think pretty much y'all got the idea where I'm going with this right here. So there we go, it's getting caught up a little bit. Drop down in there. It's not going to get hung up when it comes out of the bottle or anything. So for video purposes and length of the video, I'm going to go ahead and stop here, get set up, go ahead and finish putting this in the bottle, and then I'll show y'all how we put it in the case and all that, and then we'll be done. Alright, y'all just stand by. Be right back. Alright guys, back here, and I think I got the old Swampopod set up. Hopefully I got it at the right angle and stuff for y'all to see what I'm doing, since this is my first attempt using the stand-up Swampopod. I thought I could do it all off the little stand-up one, but it ain't working that way. Alright, moving forward. Got all the paracord, the 100-foot paracord in the 2-liter bottle. I just wanted to show you how easy it was. You just take your lid. What I try to do is I try to cut the paracord on an angle, so that way when you go to feed it through, it's a little easier. So you just take it and put it through, give it a little spin, pops right through, pull her on down. I push the excess in there, tighten her down, and we're good to go. Got that one. I got all my other ones here, all my other colors. I'll show them to you as I go and we get them in the box. One thing I wanted to let y'all know about was the 50-foot hanks of paracord fit perfect in a 1-liter Pepsi bottle or any type of 1-liter plastic bottle. This one I didn't drill a hole out in the top, as you can see. This one I did, for the purpose I'm going to talk about right now. The good thing about storing them in these is not only can you shove these bottles in with the 2-liter bottles inside your box. Just got an old shipping box here that I'm going to use for video purposes, show y'all how easy it is. But also you can leave the caps intact, and then I take the inner strands from the paracord and I just tie it to the tip of the paracord like this. And if you're going out, say camping or something like that, and you want to keep your stuff waterproof, you just shove it down in there. You didn't need as much hanging out as I had, but you just take it and put it down in there, put your lid on it, tighten her down. Then you can take it'll stay in there, it won't come out. You take it, make it loop, hang it off something, stick it in your pack. It'll keep all your stuff waterproof. I've actually sunk the bottle, put the lid on it real tight, sunk it down in some water for about 5 minutes, and I didn't get any water in it at all. So, I mean, if somebody else does, I mean, who's going to sink their bottle for 5-10 minutes or longer in water? I don't think any of us are. So, but you can take that off. Let me get that off of there. Pull that off. Let me grab my knife here. While I'm doing this, one other thing I didn't tell y'all is the bit that I used to drill these holes in these bottles right here. Drill those holes in there. I believe it was either a 5/32 or a 3/16. But basically you just want to go just a hair bigger than what your paracord is. Alright, I got that string cut off there. So you just want to make it just a hair bigger, and like I said, when you put it in, just put the paracord through, spin it, pull it down on there. Now you've got your 25 or your 50-foot hank of paracord in a 1-liter bottle. They both work perfect in there. You could probably actually take a 25-foot and put it in a 20-ounce plastic bottle, but I collect these and just hold on to these. I use them for all kinds of stuff. And then that's that. So that's that one. So let's get back to getting other stuff stored like we were talking about. So you could take a tote, like I was saying, or anything like that you choose to put your bottles in. In the house, I actually have a computer desk that's set up behind me, or actually in front of me, and it has a big cubby hole. And I take these 2-liter bottles and actually shove them in the cubby hole, stack them on top of one another, and then I have my computer desk marked in front of me for 3-foot, 4-foot, you know, stuff like that, and I just stretch my paracord right out of these bottles. One thing I wanted to show y'all real quick is just to show y'all that it won't tangle up. You know, some of y'all are probably saying, yeah, right, that stuff's all in there, it's going to get tangled up. Well, let me just do this for the video purposes. Just pull it on out. I'll put it back in a little while. As y'all can see, it's not going to get hung in there. I don't think. That's probably about a good 25 foot I pulled out there, so you can see it's not getting hung. So I don't need this bottle, so I'm going to move it to the side just to show you all that it doesn't get tangled up and it stays tangled free and saves you a lot of headaches in the long run. But take any box you want. This one here is just an old shipping box I had laying around, and it doesn't matter the size of the box, because as you stack these in there, you can put more bottles or less bottles in the size of the box. So I'd like to just take and stick all my urban camo, my camo on one side, woodland camo, my desert camo, put it in there. When you get in the box, shove it in there tight. Get them all up in there tight, and you'll see when they get in there that they're all going to stay. And we'll take the gecko, the pink camo, and we'll put olive drab in there. And then I use a lot of black, so let's get the black in there. Now you're going to see when we put them in there, watch how they start giving away. See, they start giving away, the bottles will collapse into one another, as you can see, I hope. As you can see, they'll squeeze in there to one another. They're really tight. We're going to put some bright green, actually. These two colors I like to give. Yeah, I guess I'm a little anal retentive, I'm sorry. And then last bottle is the pink bottle. Let's stick it on in there. You hear how they all went in there real tight? Well, now look, when you got them all in there, you stand this up on your computer desk or whatever. Bottles aren't going anywhere. They're in there really tight. And as you pull them out and use them, I usually stretch them, cut them off. Usually have a little extra string, and I just put it back in there till it's where I need it at. So, but that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, just kind of different idea for storing it. Like I said, I use the 2-liter bottles instead of the reels. The reels are an excellent idea, but I use the 2-liter bottles. That way, if anybody wanted to do this, would pretty much have access. Anyone would have access to this. So 2-liter bottles work great. The 1-liter bottles, like I said, for 25, 50-foot Hanks paracord, they work good too. So there it is, guys. And this box here actually had 9 2-liter bottles in it. Like I said, just store it where you want it. You got it on your end there. If you're going somewhere to an event or whatever, I actually have a tote, and I put a little hole in each side of the tote, and I put a strap on it made out of paracord, and you can just put a handle on it, lift it up, got all your stuff in there. I haven't looked for a tote tall enough to put the lid all the way on here with these sticking on out of them and stuff. I mean, I guess you could lay them down in there, but it makes it very easy. You can come up with ideas and ways to transport them, and I think this is a pretty good trick. I think it's an awesome idea. And then the 1-liter bottles, I mean, I'm not going to get it in this box because it's really tight, but if you want to shove it in there, you want to put a couple of them in there, put them in there. I mean, they'll fit in there. These bottles are going to collapse. It's not going to affect the paracord coming out. You can put them in there if you wanted to, or leave the middle one out and put 2 or 3 of these 1-liter bottles in there. Let me see if this other one, see if they're big enough side by side. There you go. So you can have all kinds of options. You can probably get 1 or 2 more in there if you wanted to, or if you had 20-ounce bottles with say 25-foot of paracord on it, they'd probably fit in those holes. But that just give you all some options there, guys, and just a cool little idea I thought I came up with. And like I said, go to Mr. Coops' page on Facebook. I'm gonna put the link down below in the description. It's Mr. Coops' place, and check out, I believe his name was Dana, I hope I'm not saying it wrong, but check out his idea with the reels and making it on a clothing rack. Alright, guys, be looking for my next video to come out. I'll probably try to get done the next couple days on the rack that I have for storing the 1,000-foot Hanks or rolls of paracord, and I think y'all will really like that. So hope y'all enjoyed this video. Comments, suggestions, further ideas, anything you have down below. And I appreciate y'all watching my video. Give me a like if you like the video. If not, feel free to give me a dislike. Y'all have a good day, and y'all come back now, you hear?